Hello, hello, hello. Look who's back. I mean, I was never gone intentionally, but I'm here for good now. I was not feeling good about my content, my videos, and hence myself. If you have seen me for the past couple of months, I have not been that consistent. I was scared to say it for the longest time, but I think I need to really address this because otherwise we both will lose a little bit of connection. I was very bored with my content. I was doing the same old thing that I was doing in 2022, 2021. It's been long. I was bored and I wanted some change in my content. I didn't know how because you guys were liking it. You guys wanted more of it. And inside me, I was like, I don't want to do it. But that doesn't mean I'll stop making review videos. But I don't want to just do it. I can do a lot more. People change, people evolve. Anyways, long story short, content from now onwards will be more personalized, will be more us, what has been working out for me. There will be ranking videos as well, a lot more on skincare. Since I was not feeling good about my content, also started doubting everything about my content, like how I film, whether you are enjoying it, because it had the same aesthetic as it was like 2 years back. And who likes that? That's why if you see the background, my room is renovating. I'm renovating it. Finally, I have the money to do it. And all thanks to you guys. Do you guys want a room tour? I don't have a room myself. I share it with my mom. I don't generally create such videos because I don't know you guys are interested in anything about my life that is not beauty, but I would love to create such videos. I bought a bed, by the way, online, which was kind of nerve-wracking, but it's coming. It will literally take another month to fully, sort this thing out. But I really missed you guys. Did you miss me? So I was like, hey, let's sit down and tell you guys, update you guys, where am I? Today, I am not just here to blabber. I have an agenda. I'm gonna show you guys my quick sweatproof summer makeup, which is very, very tried and tested. Also, I'm kind of sweating right now because my fan is off. All the more reason for you to stick around and see the whole video. Also, this is like a 6-product makeup routine, including skincare. So literally, if you have these 6 products, you are sorted. Very affordable, by the way. I'm using kind of 2 brushes to do this whole look. What just happened on the internet while I was gone? Internet was unhinged. Every other day, new news, new drama was popping out. I have a lot of thoughts that I really want to share because I have nobody. So sit your ass down. Okay, that was such a long intro. I hope you're not bored. I miss old YouTube, where people used to just sit down and talk their world out, talk their heart out. Now it's like keywords, SEO. It has to have visual hook and this and that. And I'm like, can I just sit down and talk? So let's do a chit chat, get ready with me, where I do my sweatproof makeup while talking about all the internet things.
Let's go.
If you are a person who goes out every day in this literal season where the humidity is so high, you cannot live with a water-based sunscreen. Everything will be washed in like 30 minutes. Get a silicone sunscreen for these days. 2 fingers. Also, by the way, this UV Dox might give you a slight white cast if you have like deep skin tone. Anyways, let's start with the first internet drama / trend. Last month, there has been a trend going on where people are talking about propagandas that they are falling for, they are not falling for. I don't know, but I have kind of jotted down 4 propagandas that I'm not gonna fall for. Beauty edition. So the first one, you need to apply too many products on textured skin to achieve a clean makeup look. You need to first color correct, you need to apply concealer, then foundation, get a clean base. No, I don't believe that. I think the right kind of trick and knowing your areas which you do not want to highlight and then just working on those areas can help you achieve clean girl look like this. Okay, by the way, let me tell you, silicone sunscreens do not get washed away very easily. So you need to actually double cleanse or use a micellar water. Next, highly pigmented means suitable for all skin types, especially if you have deep skin tone. High pigmentation means it will show up on your skin, but do not guarantee it will suit your skin because suiting your skin is highly dependent on your undertone. And I have seen a lot of influencers do not understand this, say that it's super pigmented, it will suit everybody, it's inclusive. That's totally false. Now the next one is matte formulas. I think 90% of people do not understand. Matte, if you see on a product, can mean actually 2 things. Either it is matte to look at, like you see right now, it's almost matte to look at, but it is actually not matte if you feel it. So it means 2 things, either matte to look at or matte to touch. So I have a lot of products which are matte to touch but very glowy to look at. If you have oily skin, you should get a formula that is matte to touch. You don't care about matte to look. What do you feel that is more important? For us, dry skins, if I want a matte formula, I want a matte to look at. Touch should be moisturizing. A lot of foundation says matte, and then when you apply it, it is glowing. And that is because the buyers, us, do not understand what the product means. Next step is concealer. By the way, the lesser you put in summer, the better. But I do have a lot of dark circles, and if I put the concealer of my shade, this quickly it will turn ashy. So get yourself a darker concealer. One shade is fine. This is my favorite concealer ever. Last one is powder sunscreens, tinted sunscreens, spray sunscreen will give you the same protection as normal cream sunscreens. No guys, no, it doesn't. Very little I'll apply. You know, the most fun thing is that if you start renovating your room, you will find things that you had no idea you had. For example, this little mirror you see, it says main character energy. It's too cute. Let's talk about the next internet thing. By the way, I'm giving this concealer a little time to dry out. It gives the most coverage. Anyways, one fine day when I got up, saw on my phone that Rhode, the Hailey Bieber's Rhode, was acquired by Elf. Elf? What? I was in a shock. Hailey Bieber got 1 billion, but that's not true. She got 600 mil. I'm talking like I have that. And 200 Elf shares. And the rest 200, she is promised to get if the Rhode sales is same like the last 3 years Rhode sell. Rhode is nothing without Hailey Bieber. Rhode is very basic, very average, but very pricey. So that's why Elf was very genius enough to still give Hailey the position of, you know, I think product innovation, the creative part basically, to come up with new products, basically keep the aesthetics, because without the aesthetic, Rhode is nothing. That rich bougie feel. Okay, a quick break. So this is the brush that I'm using right now for 90% of the things. So this is actually sort of bronzer slash contour brush, you know, for the cheeks. But I am using it for my eyes because it perfectly fits onto my under eyes and it is slanting. Do you see? Elf is not the first one to acquire. There are actually 7 to 8 big brands that owns all the companies in the world. For example, let me tell you, Fair and Lovely, okay? And Pond's. In fact, Lakme, Vaseline, everything is owned by Unilever. For example, another is Honasa. They own Mama Earth, Be Blunt, Dr. Sheth's even. Now, why did Elf do that? I believe it's because Elf's manufacturer is China. And if you are a little bit aware of what is happening around the world, you will know that there's like increasing tariffs after tariffs. So the price will increase, but Rhode, however, has a different manufacturer, which is not China. I think probably it's in US or UK. If Elf acquire Rhode, they will get access to their manufacturers, which is a great move, I think. And another thing I believe is that Elf do not understand with their own product consumers' habits, behaviors. I'm talking of the consumers who has money. Elf acquiring Rhode will give them access to Rhode's customers' data. What trends the rich people like, what products the rich people use, what kind of packaging rich people like. For example, if you have a rich friend, you will understand where rich people goes, what their dinner talk conversations are, how they react to crisis. So this Elf Rhode situation is very similar to that. Anyways, let me just quickly blend this. I'm talking too much. I hope you're liking it, liking this side of me. I feel this is like a win-win situation for both. My skin is actually not doing well because of all the stress and also because of the dust that has been going around for the last 1 month in my room, and also my period's coming. Anyways, but I want to show you something. Wait, do you see the sweat droplets? Okay, let me just switch camera. Do you see all the sweat droplets on my forehead? But my sunscreen is water resistant, so it is not mixing with the sweat. So yeah, get yourself a water resistant sunscreen, a silicone sunscreen. That's the actual hack in summer. Now coming to blush, I have talked about this blush already, and a lot of you said that you have bought it because I have talked about it and you now love it, which just gives me so much of joy, by the way. So this shade, perfect shade for olive skin. So also this is so affordable, such a beautiful formula. Anyways, so the next topic that I want to give my 2 cents, because I do not have more than 2 cents after me taking a break from YouTube. Jokes apart, the most shocking thing that happened when I was gone from the internet is the Wizard Liz getting cheated on by her fiance Landon. When I saw it, I was like, wait, what? I first of all, I didn't understand what she said. I read that like 3 to 4 times. I couldn't believe it first. So this is the next brush, the head that I use for blending my blush. I have known her past 6 months, and I actually apply a lot of her wisdoms. For example, the first one that actually got me hooked to her is her saying, money is abundant. 1 million exists. You just don't know how to get it. That kind of stuck me. That time I was like, this YouTube, do I become full time? I am, by the way, right now. There's no support. Like, you don't know from where your next paycheck is coming. It's not something you can fall back to. Like, it's very nerve-wracking. But that's because I was not falling back to my skills. Because of her, I know that if I believe in my abilities, the value I provide, money will flow to me. So it has actually helped me to reduce my anxiety and stress, by the way. Wow, that is literally too much. So when I got the news of her getting cheated, I felt a little heartbroken myself. I do not have any opinion to give because I feel like I have no right to give opinion on anybody's personal life in spite of her choosing it to make it public, because I myself would not want somebody, a third person, a stranger giving opinions about my personal life. I do not want it for myself, then how can I do it for her? I believe shit happens regardless of who you choose to be. Shit will happen because you have no control of the other person who is giving you shit. But I want to point out few things that nobody is talking about. The second girl who informed Liz about it. She chose to be girl's girl. On the internet, everybody says, be a girl's girl, I'm a girl's girl, I'm a girl's girl. But there is no actual action-based proof of it. But let this be the proof. Let this be the exemplary proof of a girl choosing another girl. We have to be always girl's girl. Because you know what? Men have always been men's men. If you see the patterns, men has always chosen men in time of crisis, in time of power, in time of serious times. So I actually take a little bit and also apply on my eyes because it has dark circles and want a little tint. Since this area is so small, I go with the same freaking brush and just blend this without thinking about anything. Like, I don't care it's precise or not, just the tint, and then merge it with the blush. It looks so much better, so much put together. Okay, let's get back to the topic. I don't want to talk shit about that gender as well, because there are extreme in every gender, because I feel like 99% could be bad, 1% are not. But you encountering anybody from that 1% is near to zero, and that's why you always have to be on guard. That's, I think, my 2 cents about this whole wizard list situation. I actually loved how she just moved on this quickly. Yeah, this is how you cut people off who do not value you. I just hope the best for her and her baby. Okay, the last topic, actually not last, second last. What is this, girly pops? Why are freaking not so pretty looking? I don't want to offend anybody, so I'm choosing my words wisely. Not a pretty looking doll. Why it is a trend now? I think this is very weird, very dumb. Buying Labubu. I can never be a Labubu girly, because let me tell you, if I'm buying something, I definitely want to know what I'm exactly buying. I can't pay for things that I don't like. Blind boxes are not for me, I understood after this trend. If you're buying a mascara and wanting your lashes to reach heaven, that's not how you do it. You have to have a curler with it, because this does like most of the job of uplifting. Let me show you a live example. This is my lashes. Look at it. Also, do not buy a cheap curler, because I have already done that. 2 to 3 lashes you will lose at every press. Okay. Do you want to do you want me to say anything now? But this is temporary. Give her 5 minutes, it will drop down. So to make it permanent, you need a mascara. Quickly lock this thing in. I apply actually one dip. Start from the root, by the way, and then wiggle it up. Please wiggle it. Just don't do like this. Wiggle it up, transfer the product. When you're done wiggling it up from the root, do not touch the root. Otherwise, it will start looking clumpy. You see how separate this is? This is how you give volume. Now you will give length. From the tip, you start wiggling up. From the tip, from the end. Do not touch the roots. So this is my final one dip. My favorite powder. The powder actually I'm using. Same brush. I'm gonna take a little bit, dust off most of them, and then press it in looking upward. This actually stays and does not melt off even if you sweat. And also this is very quick. Now I'm gonna set everything. So Labubu dolls are, I think, made in China. So this Labubu trend added an extra 1.6 billion to China's economy. Let me tell you, India and China in not that good terms. Okay, I'm being a little geopolitical here, but hey, I am at this point in my life. I actually make conscious decisions. That's another reason I'm staying away from Labubus. I do not want to spend my money, build my enemy country's economy. So okay, so this is my actual makeup look that I've been doing. But this blush starts fading after like 4 hours because of all the sweating, and I want to make it more permanent. I have started adding powder blush. Now do you see the color here? This color almost matches this. This is very suitable for olive skin. Mellow Wine from Wet n Wild. Wet n Wild is such a beautiful brand. It's very underrated also, I feel like. I just go with the blush brush and just take a little bit, place a little more so that it is permanent now. It doesn't remove. Where to take it all over eyeshadow as well as blush. I love it. Now, there's like a last internet trend that I want to do in this video before I sign off. Though I do not like the idea of emptying Elf Hello bottle and dumping all your lip glosses there, but I do like the idea of mixing every lip gloss I own. So let's do that. These are all the lip glosses I own. I know very little. Anyways, I'm gonna just apply like this much. Most of them are browns or glittery. I think I'm gonna stop buying things from Zudio because I understood that I don't end up actually wearing them after reviewing in the video because all of them are very average. This is the lip gloss that I absolutely hate. Color changing one. Another one that I hate. Absolutely love this one. Okay, all my lip glosses and this is what it looks like. Okay, let's mix this. I'm so sure this is going to turn into a glittery brown. Okay, wow, I love this shade. Okay, so this is the shade after mixing all my lip glosses, and this is so freaking me. Let's just apply it. This is so pretty. Also matches my blush. By the way, did you guys watch Ginny and Georgia? If you didn't, please watch it. The season 3 is like a roller coaster. I love Georgia. I think Ginny's character is a lot likable in this season because let's be honest, season 2 felt like a rage bait when it comes to Ginny's character. I was so furious. This is how the lip glosses. I like the shade, like the feel of it. It's very hydrating, but I can smell the lip gloss that I hate in it, which is not cool. Looks pretty nice, not gonna lie. The last 5 minutes of the season 3 threw me literally off. I was like, oh my god, I now need another season right now. Chop. Actors, get back to acting. I think it's currently my favorite series. You was also my favorite, but I think it should have ended with season 3 with love dying. That's it. I'm done blabbering. Very summer appropriate. It will stay. I hope you have enjoyed today's video. I'm going to link everything in the description as usual. Bye bye.